Hello, Jim. My name is Mindy. I'm one of the students assigned to work with you during our community engaged learning. Today I've put together an exercise routine for you that's similar to what you would do in an enhanced fitness class. I hope you like it. This is my first time doing something like this through video. Bear with me. We won't probably have any music today because I think it might interfere with me talking to you. So I hope you like it. We're going to be working on leg strength, arm strength, some flexibility, and getting your heart rate up just a little bit. So some things to keep in mind. I want you to work at a rate of perceived exertion between 11 and 13. That's going to be between the light and moderate range. If something seems too hard, we need to back it off. You can take breaks at any time during this video. If you start to feel any pain or uncomfortableness, you just stop the video and chat with us if you need to. All right, some things also you might need is a chair. I've got my kitchen chair here with me. We're going to use that to hold on to for some balance and also to sit in and do some of the exercises. Also, you could use a couple bottles of water like this to just to add a little bit of weight for some resistance training. That might be really light, but we got to use what we can, and this is what I have. If you have some resistance bands, you can use those as well. And then also maybe a bottle of water so you can take a drink anytime you need one. All right, so if you are ready, we're going to start with an easy warm-up. So we're going to put these down. What I want to start with is some warming up your shoulders. So shrug up and down, up and down. We'll do a few of these. Get some blood flowing to those muscles, and then squeeze those shoulder blades back. We can also do some rolling of the shoulders. Go back a few times. And now let's go forward. All right, now we're going to lift those arms up and down. Now, if this is causing any pain in your shoulder joints, don't go as high. How about forward? All right, let's start with a little walking in place. I'm going to back up so you can see my legs a little bit. Hopefully you can still see me and hear me okay. Now, this is what the chair is for. If you need to hold on to it for balance, please do so. Now we're going to warm up the hamstrings. Hold on to that chair and raise your heel towards your bottom. Just nice and slow. Now let's work on those feet a little. Can you see my feet here? We're going to warm up those ankles by doing some circles. Make sure you're holding on to that chair for balance. Going to do some ankles to the right, some ankle circles to the right, excuse me, and then to the left. All right, let's switch feet. Ankle circles to the left. And ankle circles to the right. All right, now let's do some light leg exercises. Holding on to your chair for balance, let's do some mini squats. You're going to start to bend slowly like this. Just a mini squat. Now I want you to watch your form. I don't want you to be leaning too far forward or back. You want to make sure you're putting weight through your heels, stick your bottom out, keep that back nice and straight, and make sure that your knees are in line with your toes. We'll do 10 of these. If your knees hurt at all, maybe you don't need to go as low, just a little bend and straighten up. Good. Next, what we're going to do is work our hip abductors. Again, holding onto that chair for balance, you're going to raise your leg out to the side. Now with this exercise, I don't want you to swing it. Go nice and slow and controlled. Also, point your toes forward, not out. Keep those toes pointed forward. Okay, now we will switch sides and do the left. Again, keeping those toes pointed straight forward. You should feel the burn right on the side of your hip. Okay, this exercise we're going to start marching in place. Hold on to that chair if you need to for balance. I want you to try and take those knees as high as you can. Good, and speed it up a little and get that heart rate going. Again, keep in mind you want your rate of perceived exertion to be between 11 and 13. So moderate. Light to moderate, not too hard. If it's getting above that 13 level into the hard range, you want to slow it down or take your marches a little bit lower. Now let's do a little bit dynamic balance with this. Let's walk forward and back 2 steps. Forward 2 steps and back 2 steps. Forward and back. Now step behind your chair. This is so that the chair is in place if needed. You can lightly hold on to it as you're marching in place, and then want you to take 1 step to the side and march a couple times, and then back to the center. Keep marching out to the right and back to center. To the left again and back to center. And to the right and back to center. Keep marching. Should start to feel a little warmed up by now. Let's work on a little lunge motion. Now this is again when I don't want you to go too low. I don't want to hurt your knees. So just put your right leg forward, holding onto that chair for balance. You're going to slowly bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Sorry, it's so quiet without any music. Let's try the other side. Put that left leg forward. Slowly bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. All right, march out those legs. Feel a little burn in your quads. Let's march forward and back, inside, and forward, and back, inside, to the right, and forward, and back, to the center, and forward, and back, to the center, to the right, forward. Make sure you hold on to that chair if you need to for balance. All right, I think we got that heart rate going up again. Let's work on our toe walking. Can you raise up on your toes? Raise up on your toes and take a couple circles around your chair. Walking tall on those toes. This is working the calf muscles. Make sure you stop and take a break if you need to, if you start to feel any pain in your muscles. All right, let's do the opposite. Let's point the toes up. I don't know if you can see my toes, but they're pointed up, and I'm putting weight through my heels and walking on my heels. This is kind of looks funny, but we'll walk in circles around our chair, walking on our heels. All right, do some marching in place. Shake it out. I'm looking at a list. I have some things written down. All right, next let's move our arms a little bit. So just warm up those biceps. Curl them up as we're marching. All right. Now, as we're marching in place, we're going to do little jabs forward. Jabs forward. Good. A little faster. Like we're speed walking in place. A little faster. Little faster. Good job, Jim. Now, make those arms go a little faster. Little faster. Fast, fast, fast. Punch, punch, punch. Forward, forward, forward. Good. Back down to a slow march. Slow little walk in place. All right, you ready to get those arms going again? Increasingly start speeding it up. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger punches. A little faster. A little bit faster. Feel that heart rate coming up. All right, slow it down. Jog it out. Ready for one more round of those? Start to push those arms forward. Little jabs. A little faster. A little faster. A little faster. It's hard to get coordination, arms and legs for me. A little faster with the arms. There we go. Get that heart rate going. All right, slow it down and jog it out. All right, now let's do just the arms. So your feet are gonna stand still and you're just gonna get those arms jabbing as fast as you can. Jab, 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 jab. And take a little break. Jog it out if you need to. Roll those shoulders. Loosen them up. All right, you ready? Take some deep breaths. Here we go again. We're gonna do fast jabs. Quick little jabs. Fast as you can. Jab, 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 jab. Fast as you can. Keep going. A couple more seconds. You got it. All right. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders. We'll do that one more time. Okay, you ready? Feet stay still. Little quick jabs. Ready? Go. Quick jabs. Quick, 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 quick. Fast as you can. They don't have to be big, just fast. All right. Whew. Shake it out. Roll your shoulders. All right, now here's where we'll grab the water bottles or resistance bands. or something that weighs just a little bit in your hands for some resistance. Grab a drink of water at the same time if you need to. Okay, got my water bottles. We're just going to start with some bicep curls. Now, depending on how light your weight is, like my water bottles are pretty light, probably only a pound each or so, pound to 2 pounds. So you might be able to do a lot of these. The important thing is just bring it all the way up and slowly down. All the way up and slowly down. You can come up a little bit faster, but slowly down. Come up fast and slowly down. So you can do a lot of these as long as the resistance is light. If you've got heavier resistance, you want to make sure that you're keeping your reps at a lower count. Good, let's give those biceps a little bit of a break. Roll those shoulders. We'll do a couple sets there. All right, here we go again. Remember, slowly up, slowly down, slowly up, slowly down. Even if you have a light resistance in your hand, you'll start to feel it after a few. If the resistance you've chosen is too heavy, you can put them down and just do this exercise without. That works just fine as well. Remember, keeping in mind that rate of perceived exertion between 11 and 13. This applies with the weights as well. All right, little rest there. We'll do one more set of those bicep curls whenever you're ready. Keeping in mind the heavier weight you have, the lower reps. Slowly up and slowly down. All right, roll it out. I'm going to be sitting in the chair. Hopefully you can still see me from here for the next couple of exercises. For this one, let's work the shoulders a little bit. You're going to take those weights or not, just depending on if it's too heavy to do this exercise, don't do it with any weights. If you can handle a little weight like the water bottles, that's good. You're going to position yourself here and then push straight up to the ceiling. Sometimes this exercise can be hard on the shoulders. If you're having pain in your shoulders during this exercise, just skip it, and then we can chat about it later. As long as it feels okay, you can keep going. I also want you to keep in mind your posture. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair with my back straight, trying not to slump over or arch too far back, just nice and straight as I'm pushing these weights towards the ceiling. Give it a little rest. We'll do that one a couple more times. Hopefully you're feeling okay, Jim. If not, just take a break. Let us know in our phone call or in an email how you're doing. One more time. Start pressing up toward the ceiling. At any time you start feeling pain, Jim, you just stop. And we'll move on to the next exercise. Good. Take a little break. We got one more set of those. There's my son. You can wave and say hi. And please go back upstairs. Thank you.
I just want to watch you run.
He's very curious and interested in what I'm doing. Excuse me for a moment. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's do one more set of those shoulder presses. this whole COVID situation is really interesting with being home a lot more with my kids. I've got 2 little ones, so it makes it kind of difficult to study and have any alone time, especially with the libraries being closed, but it's been a great experience as well. This video training is also very new. Let's move on to working our triceps. We can do that here in the chair using our water bottles if you want. You can hold on to the chair for balance. Lean forward a little bit, draw that elbow back, and then extend. Keep that elbow up as you press your hand toward the ceiling. Okay, let's switch sides. Again, draw that elbow back and press your hand toward the ceiling. Good. Switch to the other side again. Make sure you're resting and taking breaks as long as you need to. Draw your elbow back and press up. Good. Do this right side one more time. Or another time, I should say. We'll shoot for about 3 sets on each side. And at any time, you can drop the weight and do this exercise without any weight. Still a good workout for the muscles. Make sure when you press your hand toward the ceiling, you're extending that elbow all the way and contracting that tricep muscle on the back of your arm. Last time on the right side, draw your elbow back and press up. Good. Take a little break. I think that's it for the water bottles or the weights right now. Resistance bands, so we can put that away. Take a drink of water if you need to. My throat's a little dry from talking. Let me look at and see what we have next on our list. Jim, if you have any ankle weights at home, you can strap them to your ankles for this next exercise. I don't have any, and I hope you can see my legs okay. I'm just going to sit here in the chair, and I want you to extend one leg at a time. We're going to do 10 reps on one side. Now remember, you told us that you have a knee replacement almost a year ago, I think you said. So I think this might be one of the exercises you're doing as part of your therapy. If it's difficult, just do what you can. If it's painful anytime, you might want to just stop. And let us know what was working and what wasn't working, and we can adjust from there, okay? Let's switch to the other side. Good. To the right again. Good. Switch to the left. Try and extend your leg as much as you can and make sure you're contracting that quad muscle at the top. If you want to make this exercise a little bit harder, you can hold it a little bit longer and slowly lower as well. All right, the right side one last time. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Switch to the left. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Let's see if now we can start to do a little bit of cool down and stretching. I want you to sit at the edge of your chair, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale out. Bring your arms up and down. Breathe in and out. Nice and slow. Breathe in, nice big breath. And exhale. Take one arm across. Gentle stretch here. Should feel that stretch right around this area, maybe toward the middle of your back. But I don't want it to cause any shoulder pain. If it's hurting, we can, don't stretch as far. Let's switch to the other side. Good. One more time on the right side. Keep breathing, nice deep breaths as we're stretching. Let that heart rate come down a bit. We can stretch your forearms here. If you can see me, I'm pointing my fingers down and giving just a nice little pull here to stretch the top of my arm. And then if you flip your hand up the other way and pull those fingers back a bit. One more time with the fingers pointed down and fingers pointed up. Let's switch arms. Hold those fingers, just a nice gentle stretch. No pain here. It should feel pretty good. And up. Good. All right, let's stretch the hamstrings. Can you see me okay, I hope? Sitting on the edge of your chair, you're gonna put one leg out straight and gently lean forward till you feel a stretch on the back of your leg. You want to make sure you're leaning forward at your hip and not rounding your back, not this. Nice straight back with your chest up. Push your chest forward and lean at your hip. Nice gentle stretch, don't overstretch. Should be pain-free. We're holding for about 20 seconds. Toes are also pointed up to the ceiling. I don't know if you can see that in the video. Good. Switch to the other side. Chest up, lean forward, so you feel that nice stretch on the back of your left leg. Holding 20 seconds. And to the right. Okay, and we'll switch to the left. Nice gentle hold here. I think I'm going to pause for just a moment. Okay, now let's stretch our neck a little bit. We're going to stretch by just looking down slightly till you feel a gentle stretch on the back of your neck. And then look up and back down. Just nice, gentle motion. Let's go side to side. Look to your left. Just as far as you can until you feel a gentle stretch. We don't want to cause any pain here.